It is Monday. It's like September 30th, I guess. Tomorrow's October 1st. I can't believe it's October already. But I've been wanting to decorate our house for Halloween. But I don't want to decorate the inside because it's like a hot mess inside. And it's like we're still working on stuff. But we were going to do the outside. But then we just haven't got around to doing it yet. But since it is Monday, I have a ton of stuff that I need to do, and I don't know if my laptop is even charged, but I have a ton of stuff to do. I haven't done my newsletter yet, and I haven't done my homework chart, and I haven't done, there was one group that I told you guys before, like, didn't have a helper for my MTSS, so I didn't have anything really planned for them because they still had some extra work that they were going to work on, and then I was going to have them do computers and everything. Well, then we get an email on Friday night, and I was already home by this point, and it said, we hired somebody, they'll start on Monday, and I'm like, oh, crap, so now I gotta get work for them. So, because the work that I had was work that the kids could do on their own, but let's see what we're doing today. Sight words today. Our word of the day is community. For their spelling practice today, they're going to be doing the vowel power. Today we are doing short E. And then for math, we're doing, which is really bizarre, comparing with a smaller unknown. Before we did comparing problems, we did the mores. How many more does this person have? How many more? This one here, they're going to be doing how many fewer. The way they word it sounds really weird. But anyway, so for math today, what I'm thinking about doing, and I haven't totally got it straightened out yet, but I was thinking about doing my small groups and go ahead and pulling some of my kids to the back and just trying centers today and see how it works. I'm kind of hesitant, but at the same time, I'm not liking the way our math block is going right now. It's kind of a hot mess. And I don't think the kids are as engaged because it's whole group. And so I'm not really that thrilled with it. And I've always done math small groups. Not always, but I mean for the last, 7 years or something, I've done it small group. And so I want to get back to doing a small group. And we were trying to still practice all of our stuff. And so, but what I'm going to do, there are this game that is inside. There's games inside this book. So I was going to pull a couple of those out and then laminate them. The kids can use those for their math bins. Peter, so they do Prodigy math during that time. Yeah, then they'll have my table and then interactive notebooks. So we're going to try it today. Wish us luck. So, but our math today is the comparing with the fewer whatever. And so, yeah. So what I'll end up doing today is the kids will come to I'm going to have them come to the carpet first, right in front of the Promethean board. I'll watch our little video that they have us watch for Big Ideas Math. They'll have that's the introduction part. Then we'll break apart and then we'll start separating. And I have the groups already separated, and I don't know where the paper's at right now. It's in my pile over here. I'm not going to dig through it because it's really nothing necessary. Nothing, I don't know. It's not important. But what I did was, and I've had this one forever, it's just I just created a table on Pinterest, created a table on PowerPoint, and then just made it so I had the headings, group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have 5 groups, so the 5th one's not used. And then it just has long columns, and I just handwrite with the Sharpie, or I laminated it, sorry. Handwrote with Sharpie what the groups are. And I put that over there, and that's what the kids know where their groups are at. Try that today, I'll let you guys know how it goes. But it is Monday, and it is time for Coffee Talk Monday. Cue the intro. So I've gotten a lot of I've gotten some comments about, how my struggles this year have really touched with people that are in the same struggles. I mean, I just got one the other day about somebody that's still struggling, and it's hard. And I'll admit, it's hard. It's hard when you switch grades. It's hard when you switch schools. It's hard when you're switching. I mean, I moved across states. I'm like across the country I moved. That was hard. And this district just does things so much differently than other ones. I had so much new stuff I was learning, new curriculums. I was learning new behavior systems with a new principal in a smaller district than I was before. But I think what people need to understand is it's okay to teach the way the curriculum teaches. So if they have a set curriculum and you're uncomfortable trying to figure out what's going on, teach what the curriculum tells you to teach. It's good stuff probably in there somewhere. I think we just need to understand, yes, we want to get away from the worksheets. We want to get away from all this other stuff and teach more rigorously. But at the same time, if you're struggling, you're not going to be the best teacher you can be because you're still trying to figure out all this big mess that's going on. And your students are probably going to sense your uncomfortableness. So I think it's okay. Just do what you need to do to teach your students. And if it's you're not comfortable with the curriculum, but there are stuff that you've already taught before that you are comfortable with, try that. See how that works. It's going to be hard. It's going to be rough, but you're going to make it through. But if you need to, stick with the curriculum, teach what it's telling you to teach until you can get your, warmed up and get some stuff under control. I think that's okay. See, today was a rough day. Not I don't know, just weird behaviors. Kids acted weird today. I don't know if it was because it was pajama day today, which, by the way, I did not wear pajamas. I couldn't find my pajama bottoms. I have shorts that I was wearing, but I didn't want to wear those because I didn't feel like they were that, appropriate for school, I guess. I tried to find my longer, lounge pants, and I couldn't find those anywhere, so I have no idea where those are at, but I need to look for them. Anyway, so today was pajama day. I don't know if that is what threw them all off. I don't know. Tomorrow's Taste of the Rainbow, so tomorrow I get to wear orange. I do have orange for that, so I did go down and buy some clothes for that. But I did math centers today in the groups. Oh my God, it's so much better. I was actually able to teach and, help the kids that needed the help. It was so nice. I miss those days where I got to teach, in small groups, so it was nice. So it worked really, really well. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm getting ready to get out of here in a second. But I need to get home, though, because I have to get the Plan With Me edited. So I need to do that when I get home and then get some other stuff done. So I am out of here. Sorry to cut this a little short, but I'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning. Good night. Good morning. Let's get you guys out of the cabinet so I can put away my lunch bag. Yeah, I got here on time, and then of course I was sitting out in my car. I was trying to put an Instagram story up on Instagram. So I was doing that out in my car, and then it's funny because I park underneath this tree because when I get out of work, it's sunny, and it's where they park the buses at. So it's all the buses go this way, boop, 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 and then there's some spots going this way, and that's where I parked at. Lately, I've noticed that a lot of cars have been parking there. Didn't even think about it, and so then, yesterday I noticed it on the way home. There was these huge acorns sitting up on my window, on my windshield. So I flipped the windshield wipers and they flew off. So I didn't think anything about it. So I'm sitting there this morning and I'm typing the Instagram story on my personal account, and I'm do, and then this big boom happens on my car, and I was like, what was that? Well, one of the huge acorns fell on my car. So I'm like, that's why people are not parking here. It's because acorns fall on your car. So I'm hoping that maybe enough have fallen now that maybe they won't keep falling on my car. But it was really loud. It was so funny though. It scared the crap out of me. Plan With Me is up. Boop. I got it done. I didn't, and each time I've kind of been changing them because I'm trying to find better ways of filming so it's better quality. And I had this little digital camcorder that I used to use with this channel like way back in the day. Like, I don't know, maybe when I first started vlogging, I was using a little handheld camcorder. So Rudy had bought it for me. It was like a couple $100. Like, he was just like, I got it for you. It was really cool. Where I really liked it. It was a nice camera. It was just kind of awkward to hold. Also, it didn't film well like in dark situations. So when I filmed the last Play With Me, I filmed it all, and for some reason it came out way darker, and I even had the screen out and everything, and I was looking at it, it was bright, and I'm like, we're good to go. And then when I went back and I uploaded all the footage, it was too dark. So I tried to like up the exposure, but when you do that, it makes it kind of grainy. And so this time here, I decided to use this camera, which if anybody ever wonders, like, I know I've gotten a couple comments, I need to comment back on people. The camera that I use is a Sony a5100. When I film on this one, obviously I can't do the two scenes like I was doing. And so I can't do the above one and the one filming my face. So I had to do my face one first, but the video is up now, so go check it out. I'm excited about doing math centers again today because it went so nicely last week. It went so nicely this time. I'm gonna end up doing, this week here, I'm just using the curriculum they gave us, big ideas. I'm not really a big fan of it. And I find some of the things are kind of hard for the students to understand. And I wish they would have done a mix of some number sense and then addition, subtraction, and then kind of like spiral those together before you hit other concepts. But it's like we're doing so much with addition and subtraction. But I have kids that don't even know their numbers. So what do we do there, people? Like, let's get this going. We did not get our card, my word of the day yesterday. We just ran out of time. Yesterday's was community, I believe. And so I might let that one slide for yesterday and then introduce occupation, because that'll be today's. Story cards, which is about different occupations. So they're different jobs that you can have. We talked about jobs yesterday. Spelling practice is pyramid words, which we will need to go over again because some of my students didn't really understand it the last time. Practicing some more nouns, so they have a little worksheet on noun. We're gonna do some more with our turtles. I think today we'll be doing our questions. We'll do a second read and then the questions. And then for math, we are doing true or false equations. So, and then this will be the interactive notebook. Some will be in the castle, some will be out. It's different ways to make 7, I believe it says, yes. Man, you would think that having less kids would be like not as horrible, but it totally is. They weren't horrible, but they're very exhausting today. But I had 2 kids absent. They were out sick. And then one student went home early. I have 11 kids. It should totally be easier than this, but it wasn't. They were like, oh, so much going on. And then today I forgot, so we had to do 2 testing today. So I had to do my progress monitoring testing on the 4 students that I had to progress monitor. So that one there was really quick. It's like, they do like an oral reading fluency where they just read like a little passage and they time it for a minute. And then I have another one where they read nonsense words for a minute and get as many as they can. So it's like super fast. So I did those when they were in guided reading, like their daily 5 centers. I just pulled a couple over, we did those. We got back and finally I was just like, you know what, everybody at math time, it's 45 minutes, everybody's getting on, we're all doing iStation. We're gonna get it over with and done. So you're all tested. So we did that. That took them almost the entire math time. It was crazy. I'm like, so all the iStation is done though, so I don't have to worry about that. And then even on those ones, not all my students do iStation all the time, so it's more of an intervention that we use it for. So only certain students are getting on doing it a whole bunch. Some are only doing it like a couple times a week. So it's like not that bad, but I'm like starving. I got all my iStation testing done. I think because of those changes, that kind of messed up the kids' like schedule a little bit. And so then they were kind of all like, I don't know, they just kind of acted goofy. But I didn't have the behavior issues with some of them like I did yesterday. So that's kind of gone. I don't know, that's all I have for today. I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I do want to get on there and look at my data for iStation, so I'm gonna go grab my laptop, bring it over here, and I'm gonna do that for a little bit. It is Wednesday. Today is Wacky Wednesday, so I'm wearing this lovely wacky shirt that I had. No, I was looking at our calendar, and I was like thinking, I'm like, oh my gosh, we don't have a day off anytime soon. Like, so when I did my planner, I didn't see that at all. Well, it turns out we actually have 3 days off, and they're all like around the same time. So we have the 24th is a work day. So we have a work day for until 1 o'clock, then 1 o'clock to 8 o'clock is our parent-teacher conferences. And then Friday, the 25th, we have off. Then the 28th, we have an in-service. So I need to put all that into my planner in here in a minute. I mean, I posted an Instagram post about how they should move Halloween to like the last Saturday in the month. So that way, you know, we don't have to work on those days. Because it's on a Thursday. Like, come on. Who thought of it? Like, I don't know. I mean, no, I know nobody thought of it, but because it's always been on the 31st. But so I was like, that would have been nice if they would have done that, because we do have a Halloween parade. They do. We have a Halloween party, so it'd be nice to have all that done at like 1 o'clock. And then, but then I guess if you have parent-teacher conferences, that's going to run into the nighttime when people are trick-or-treating. So I can kind of see how that wouldn't work out very well. I don't know. Like I don't know. It would have been nice if they would have worked something out. Like maybe put our in-service that evening or something, and then moved us to, I don't know how they would, but it was, I'm not the one in charge of it, but it just stinks. So, but anyway, so we have a parade, and then we have our party that day on Halloween. So it's just gonna be like a shot day. And then Friday, all of them are gonna be coming over, you know, from their candy hangovers, and so they're all going to be hungover from all the sugar they ate the night before. So that Friday ought to be fun too. So I'm not looking forward to the 31st and the November 1st, but we have a while to go. You know, I have staff meeting in 20 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and just jump into this and get stuff done. We do have our PLC in the afternoon, so I don't know when I'm going to get back to talking to you guys again. So stay tuned for something. Man, today was a rough day. They were just like arguing with each other. And I was just like, quit arguing about it. Like, this is so ridiculous. It was the silliest stuff. We're not doing turtle. That's not a turtle. Just be quiet. Just no more. So anyways, I just got on my PLC. So today we learned about nouns. And we had like a ton of nouns we did. So I made this cute little anchor chart. As you can see, we did a whole bunch. So we got tons of that stuff done. I'm getting ready to get all my stuff ready for spiders. So this one here is one of the Teaching Texan close reads. And then I have another one that is by the same person that did my turtle one. I think it's first grade Blue Skies. But anyways, so there's another close read. So we did 2 close reads. And then I didn't have the folders to fold in half, so I just took some construction paper, fold them into this shape here. So I have it all there because one of our new helpers was over and she's like, do you need any copies or anything made? And I was like, not right now. And then I got copies and stuff made for her and she never came back. So I was like, oh well, I guess I'll just do it myself. I don't know, I can't even think of anything else, you guys. So, but it was a rough, seriously a rough day. And it was over the silliest stuff. They were just arguing over the like stupidest things. Like, I hate to even say that, but they were dumb things. Like, you're seriously arguing about that? And it was just like something to argue about. It wasn't even like a real thing. They just wanted to argue. Like, we were doing the nouns. Someone said something and then they were like, no, it's not that, it's this. And then they started like arguing. I'm like, why are we arguing about this? Like, at that point I was just like so frustrated. And I was like, I had like those several times I had like stop and take a deep breath because I was just like, you guys are driving me crazy. I don't know what their deal was. And I don't know if it's that time of year. They know Halloween's coming up now because we started October, and so they know Halloween's coming up, or if it's the Spirit Week that we're having this week, so they're wearing, like, today was Wacky Wednesday. So maybe that's causing it. So their clothes are all backwards and everything. Like, I don't know. Maybe their minds are on backwards too. I don't know what the deal is. But it is almost time to go home. Actually, it is time to go home now. I got to go home. I still have to edit the vlog for the last vlog, so I can have that uploaded for tomorrow. I still haven't commented on people's comments. I need to get that done. Yeah, I need to figure out some stuff like what we're doing for our report cards, because that's coming out pretty soon. In a couple weeks, we'll be doing report cards and parent teacher conferences. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and close out. So I hope you guys like what you saw. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me on all of my social medias listed down in the description. And until next time, don't forget to always be you. Bye. I don't know if you guys remember.